It's like, to me, I've learned just like all money isn't good money. Like, I remember taking
Come on now. Message.
like big jobs, and like this stressed me the hell out. And I was like, why the hell did I do this?
Like we said, this is DeAndra's second time here on the show, and I'm excited to have you back because the last time you were here was what, 2020, right before the world shut down.
Literally,
you were here in January. So this, I feel like, is a great point for us to reconnect and just learn about what you went through as a creative, you went through as an entrepreneur with your business during that whole time. So for the people who don't know, why don't you fill them in a little bit on what Party Shop Avenue is and how you kind of started that?
Okay. So Party Shop Avenue is, like I said, a luxury balloon design company. We mainly focus on organic balloon installations. So those really cool, organic balloons that you see everywhere now. But we try to make ours a little more unique and different. And I try not to be so generic with it, because I've seen now that a lot of people are doing it now, but it's kind of generic. Like, you just went and set it up. Like, we like to play with it, and like I like to play with crazy spaces and do different things. So that's our main focus, and we only do balloons. That's it. We don't do no party rentals, nothing else. Our business is all balloon based. Right. So yeah, and then now, we're expanding to teaching online. I have a course out called Beyond the Balloons.
I think that's so dope.
Yeah, so I'm teaching you not just about balloon design, but I'm teaching you how to run the business behind it, because that's how I became successful. It's not about me being out there creating. Yes, that was like the icing on the cake, but just knowing how to run a business is where it all starts.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So with your course, was that something that you implemented because of 2020? Because the world shut down, you couldn't go have events, you couldn't set up your balloons, you couldn't do this wonderful installation? Did you have to kind of pivot to keep your company afloat for the most part?
Not necessarily. Actually, honestly, 2020 was my busiest year.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Because what it is people are sitting at home, and like people who have stores and retails, they're selling out because people are at home just buying stuff. Yeah. And then, we have all these, the world is going to keep going. So we're still having our birthdays. We're still having milestones that are happening in our lives. And people are like, I'm not going to just sit at home and just look at like the TV or just say happy birthday. Like, we're in our house. Let's decorate it. So they were actually going all out in their houses and doing like
even
crazy
for the smaller
setups.
parties, huh?
Right. Like first birthdays, like, there was like 2 kids at the party, but they had like jumpers and snowballs. I'm like,
they're not even gonna remember this.
They're not. Like 2 kids here. Why?
Right.
But they were like, I saw the craziest parties I've ever seen during COVID, and then the whole drive-by baby shower thing started.
Which was all about the aesthetic.
It was. I didn't hop on at first because I was like, I'm not about to be sitting here decorating a bunch of garages.
I'm so sorry. She said no, so y'all could drive past it in 5 minutes.
Right. I was just like, because I honestly, balloons and outside, like we do balloons outside, but it just doesn't go. And in the summer, that was when it was happening. It was so hot that year, and I was like, I'm not really gonna be doing all this.
They pop when it gets too hot.
Right.
Yeah. They do.
So we were still busy. I made it work, but I still tried to implement like my design and but I was attracting the clients that I wanted. I didn't get a lot of drive-by baby showers.
Not too many garages.
Yeah, no, not too many garages. I was like kind of turning them down. Like,
you're like, no, this doesn't fit for
what we do.
Shade, but exactly, it doesn't fit for what you're.
No, and like, unless the only way I would do it is if they got backdrops and like really transformed it. Right. But I'm not literally about to put balloons on a garage, like,
because that's your brand and that's a representation of you at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I respect that.
So, and that's what I do now. I'm not afraid to turn down work. Like, I'll say no. I'm okay with that. Like, more money's gonna come in from somewhere else. Like, and then people do come at me like, well, you're not gonna take my, like, I don't need your money. It's not that. It's like, and it's about it, like you said, it's about my brand, and I'm not gonna sit here and just do whatever just to make money, because it's not about the money.
I think people forget that also. Like, hey, there's some people you call when you want affordable, There's some people you call when you want luxe. There's some people you call when you just need it done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's
Facts.
tiers to everything. And like sometimes when you reach out to somebody, like to guilt trip them because their price point doesn't match your budget, instead of just being like, okay, respect, let me go find somebody who fits what I'm looking for. But then like down talk or like try and
I heard it all, girl. Like
Really?
people like they come because like it's just, but it's just because they don't have that business etiquette either. Like some people just don't know, so like it's kind of offensive. Like you're not taking my money. Like why not?
how dare you not
Like
take my
how
money?
dare you not take my money? But it's like, to me, I've learned just like all money isn't good money. Like I remember taking
Come on now. Message.
like big jobs, and like this stressed me the hell out. And I was like, why
Wasn't
the hell
worth
did
it.
I do this? Like I have this money, but now I'm so stressed and I still have to deal with this person. You know what I'm saying? So I really try to filter through who I work with as well. Like as you're interviewing me, I'm interviewing you as well.
Yeah.
On that phone call, I'm listening to everything you're saying. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm booked. I'm not working with you. Like that's it. But you're not going to know what it is. I'm just booked.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, because like you said, it's a huge gig and this is awesome to put my name on it, but was it worth the stress? Or
And the time and-
I'm doing you a favor as a friend or a friend of a friend, and I'm doing all this extra above and beyond, and I'm getting a quarter of the pay.
Yeah.
And a quarter of
Right.
the respect. Because sometimes when you start doing favors for people start talking to you mad crazy.
Yeah, they do. Like, and that's why too, like, with like friends and family, I do like hookup. I'm not going
course.
to charge you like crazy, but I do, especially if you're taking up like a Saturday or Sunday, you're still going to pay my minimum, but I'll hook you up, but
Yeah.
you're going to pay my minimum.
Right.
And it's a big minimum. So you're going to respect me and my time. And I haven't had any issues. So yeah, like you just kind of have to just
Lay down the
everything
law.
and lay down the law.
How long did it take you to figure that out? Like,
It took me like probably a year or two within my business, but honestly, it wasn't that hard because I've been in the industry for a long time, like event
Yeah.
industry, and just learning that having a minimum really saves your life.
Totally.
got you.
Oh, yeah.
Because it
It
cuts out
cuts
a lot
out
of
a
the...
lot of bullshit.
Like this is the minimum
Yeah, you-
regardless.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it cuts off a lot of bullshit because I was like, I don't know. But yeah, like because I learned this from a wedding planner. She's like, have a minimum. Whatever business you do, just have a minimum, because those are the clients you're going to always attract.
Yeah.
When you're just open for everyone, you're going to get everyone, and you're going to be like, oh, dang, am I going to get another job? Let me just take this $100 one. And then a week later, this person's like, hey, I want to spend $1,000, and you just booked that day out.
For
For
$100 or
$100.
whatever.
$100.
Yeah.
So you just be like, and that's the thing. It's like being patient and just having faith that things are gonna come your way. Like that's how I've been running my business this entire time, and it's been great. Sometimes I have down months, but I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna do in the meantime? And then things are coming in, and I don't think about it. Like I don't
Yeah.
think about like, oh my gosh, like I don't have business coming in. You don't think like that.
Because then you won't have
Any business coming
Right.
in.
It's
I mean,
like
there's always an event. There's always something that needs to be
Yeah.
celebrated.
someone's birthday, an
It's temporary.
anniversary.
Yeah,
it's
it's very
always
temporary.
Always going to be temporary
Yeah.
because this is some type of a type of business where you're always going to need that type of thing. You know,
Yeah.
you're always going to need it, like regardless. I want to go back to something I remember you telling us on episode 13 way back when.
Way back.
That you do all of your balloon installations by hand. And it's funny now you're saying, I've seen a lot of people doing it during COVID and then quarantine and then 2021 and even now, like just getting into it. And I know you've seen this, the tape where you attach it to it.
yeah. You can buy it from like Amazon,
Yeah,
right?
you do.
Don't you buy that tape?
And everybody was,
Don't
but
y'all buy
that's
that
how
tape.
everybody was doing it.
Yes.
And I think it also like, this is getting really nitty gritty, but I'm sure you can agree. This is kind of disrespecting, the art of it almost,
Yeah.
because that's what makes this such a service, and where I'm like, I'm making this beautiful piece for your party, for your aesthetic, for your pictures that are going to last forever. And it's really uniquely to you, not just some tape and then you just did the, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's what makes you unique and sets you apart, because how many others have probably adapted to this, and it's cool if they can go on and take your course and create, their own business. Awesome. But like, let the big dogs, set them apart.
Yeah, it's because I've seen a lot of different things, especially now. with Reels and TikTok and all these things. Like I see all these, which I give them props. Like I'm not shaming any balloon designers out there or anything like that, but like it's like when I started, this was like such an art.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like so many people came in and just made it super generic now. Like it's like not an art anymore. They're like, do this, and they come up with some crazy techniques that I'm like, why the hell would you do all of that? Especially on site. Like I saw this one woman, she to tie a balloon, she was like got a hanger and like did this whole thing just for TikTok. But I'm like, and it went viral, which is cool for her. But if you bring a hanger to a professional venue,
They gonna look at you.
they
like
gonna
you're
look at you like,
crazy.
what is this? And
not
that's
a
the thing.
hanger.
It's not
a wire hanger.
But then also,
like
how
a
are you?
clothing hanger, like a hanger that you hang clothes. She had it right here, and she like did some type of something, and then tied the
said
balloon.
some
I was like,
something.
girl,
Oh,
if you just
no.
learn how to tie a balloon, you just tie a
Right.
balloon, and then just let
Get
it
the
float.
finger protector,
Like,
you'll be fine.
right? I would like if I have to do a lot of balloons, which I don't really do a lot of helium work, but if I have to do it, I just take my fingers and keep moving.
Exactly.
Because you're doing things that it just shows you're not a real business. Because it's like if you're a full service business, you're out there grinding and you don't have no time to be adding on no hangers, no
Extra
and they're showing all these.
doohickeys and shit.
Right.
Yeah, you
The
have
Jimmy
to be-
rig.
Because in the event industry, honestly, they only give you an hour to 2 hour to set up.
Set up, and you gotta
You
be
have
out.
in and out, and
That's
we're
not
so-
efficient.
It's not. It's really not.
Yeah.
So
I just also want to say I was a helping hand to DeAndra one day at a very big event, and I felt like I was the slowest motherfucker trying to tie them. Shit, god damn it! Oh fuck!
it's always the first time with me.
and I was just like, I got these long
Sweating.
ass nails. We in the heat. I'm in all black. I said,
It was so hot that day.
I was like, you need a runner? Let me just bring him back and forth to you. No, you stay up there, girl. I got you.
She wasn't ready for me. Like
I was
This
going
weak
back
link out of here. This
I was
weak
like,
link balloon
hiking.
tire.
I was hiking up the hill. I was like, you need more? Don't worry, I got you.
As long as I don't have to tie another balloon, I will go.
I was like, my fingers are raw. I was like, girl, this is hard. But like, it was really cool to see like the master at work. DeAndra
Yeah.
really went into a space and like they had a plan, and she was like, you know what might be cool if we did this instead. And it's really an art, and like you said, it's not cookie cutter, and that's
Right.
something that I think sets your business apart.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that you are sharing and opening the doors for other creators and business owners who want to get into the space and really kind of market as the art form that it should
Yeah.
be. I think it's really cool that you're sharing that with everybody.
yes.
So yeah, I mean, piggybacking off of what Ashley just kind of said with that, content creation must be a huge portion of your business and bringing in new business, I would assume, right? New clients.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like honestly, with me, I'm very simple. Very.
I love simple.
Keep it.
I'm not like
it simple.
I'll post videos like of me maybe designing something. Like, I do want to probably eventually share more videos of me like talking, and I just been so busy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing
That's
for
a good
me.
thing,
It's
though.
like I'm really running like a full-fledged business. I don't have time to be sitting at home showing you guys me stuffing balloons and
Yeah.
doing like little minute stuff, because that's just stuff I do real quick and I get to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like I do want to create more content, but my content is all just like my designs, and I'll show you like a time lapse or something quick and easy.
I like that.
Things like that. I did go on hiatus for like 2-3 months because I was just like, I'm so busy. I cannot
I
even
can't
think.
keep up. It's a whole nother job.
Right, it is, and it's like also trying to find that right person to run my social media.
Yeah.
Is hard too. So it's just, which if someone out there
Is
needs a job and is
listening.
listening, send me your resume, because
Party Shop is hiring.
we're hiring. I need someone, but the right person.
Yes,
Right.
of
Oh
course.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah. To do it right.
You gotta do it right.
Social media is a great tool if done correctly.
Yes,
Great tool.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the course and the business. The business building, I guess we can say, right? How did that start, and like how do people get in touch with you for that if they're interested in starting their own balloon business?
So it actually started during COVID. I started a blog. So it's DeAndraJalisa.com, and I have a lot of like business information on there if you want to learn how to start a business, just different tips, systems, things you can use to improve your business, basically.
And it's any business, not just
Any
balloons.
business, yeah, just not just balloons. Like I do have a course for balloons, but I do help other entrepreneurs because I'm a serial entrepreneur, creative. I've done hair, I've done it all. So I know how to run multiple businesses. So I have insight with if you come at me with anything.
Come talk to me.
I can help you out.
Right.
Just because I just know the foundation of a business. So yeah, that's how it all started. And then as time progressed, I've always wanted to start a balloon, like an online course for balloons, but I was just like, I don't know how to start. Yeah. So it just took time. And then it finally all came together. Like I met this guy. He was a great videographer, and he was like, I want to film you doing your balloons. I want to film this. And I was like, okay, let's just film a course.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we took a day. I rented out this beautiful space, and we filmed the entire course. So much fun.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
So yeah, like it was just like a kind of growing experience, and everything kind of just came to me. I met this woman. She helped me line up my course. Like she set it up with the PowerPoint. Like she did the whole thing presentation so I can see everything. I'm like, oh wow, this is really coming to life. So it kind of just happened, and that happened towards the end of last year, and then I launched it in the beginning of this year. So we're still growing it. And on the course, you really learn, like if you have no business experience at all, you really learn how to start
from ground zero.
Like ground zero, like registering your business.
Oh, dang. Like
to branding, to everything.
I feel like so many people skip that like very important step of like
first step.
Yeah, because then you blow up and then somebody else buys your business name or they buy your website. Can I tell you, just from the job that I'm in right now, the space that I work, how important URLs and domains are them. Because your business can be doing well. And if you don't own that domain name and then later you decide, okay, let me go get my website and get set up. And somebody buys that. I've seen people like going to war back and forth for websites, $5,000, $10,000 for super profitable websites. So it's just like
it becomes legal matters, and then
it gets crazy. So I mean, it's like kind of like a bittersweet thing. I always say like when you first think of a business idea, don't just go buy a domain. I say that because it's like people do that and they stop there.
Yeah,
and it's like you can go check it out, see if it's available, check some names out. And then if that's really what you want and you really like did your research on your business, then buy it. It is only $12 a year.
Yeah.
Whatever. But because I've seen someone who literally bought 5 domains and I'm like,
whoa,
bro, like you're messing up because there's somebody else who might also want that business and you just messed it up.
Because you're not going to,
you're not going to use it.
5.
You're not using 5.
So just really, I feel like a lot of people also, and that's why I'm going to build a course on how to find your passion and purpose too as well.
I think that's amazing.
That's the main thing. We skip that part. We go in and we see someone online. They're like, oh, that's dope. Like for instance, balloons. They're like, that's a dope balloon business. But do you really think you can wake up every morning and do this?
Yes. Your weekends are gone. I'm talking about events.
Yeah.
So people are throwing parties Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So your weekends are gone. Is this something you really want to do?
Yeah, because a lot of people invest so much into something, and then 6 months in, they're like, oh, I do not like this. And it's like, you should have maybe checked this out
a little bit more.
Invested in it and actually put your pride to the side and ask someone in the industry, like, did you enjoy what you're doing? For me, I didn't have to do that because honestly, when I started, no one was doing balloons out here really. Yeah. So I had no one to ask, but I love bringing joy to my clients and I loved the event industry. I already knew my weekends were gone. So I already knew like the life. So I was okay with it. But I know a lot of people come in, they're like, I don't even get to spend time with no one anymore. I can't do this. Like, I'm working on Saturday. I'm like, well, that's how it is in the beginning. But once you get your feet wet, like for me, I only work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe.
Right.
But when I work on Saturday, I only work from like 8 a.m. to 2.
Right. You're doing the day
But I make my own time. Like you can, once you get there, you get to make your own schedule. Yep. And sometimes I take one Saturday off a month. A whole weekend off a month. I go on trips all the time.
Schedule. The blessing of being an entrepreneur.
But you got to do it right in the beginning and learn, and also make some mistakes. But it all comes together.
I think that the finding your passion thing is going to be really big because personally, for me, prior to starting Come Through, that was always something that I struggled with. Like I have so many friends who are in the music industry, who are acting, who are doing this, who are entrepreneurs that have these really successful businesses. And I just remember being like, man, like that seems so cool, but like I don't know what it is I'm passionate in and what I want to chase. Cause I have my NASM certification to be a personal trainer. I can't stand doing that shit. I've had so many different lives and doing all these other things. And sometimes some of that is like, you have to try it. Like my phase as a stylist, as this. Like you have to do all these things and try it out before you can say for sure you don't like it. But I think just helping, because I feel like a lot of people in their early to like mid, even late 20s, like are just trying to find that thing.
That's what it is.
30s.
30s,
really,
it goes into, because I've met women who are 40 and they're like, you're just so inspiring. Like you're young, you have a business, you know what you want to do. Like, and I'm not saying like balloons is not where it's stopping for me. Like I have so much more, but like I did find a passion in but my passion is creativity. My passion is creating. So if you find like a foundational passion, you can see what blossoms out of that. Like I would have never said I'm doing balloons 10 years ago.
Yeah. You would have been like, huh?
You were like, girl, if you don't get out my face.
Right. Like if they saw my life and I was like, oh, you're going to have a big balloon business, I'll be like, wait, what?
Who am I? Tommy the Clown?
Right.
Talking about balloon
like,
business.
It would have never made any sense to me. But if you just find like your foundational purpose or passion in life, it can, and then you start trying things within that field. Yeah. You'll just come up on something. You're like, damn.
That was
it.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Then that's how it happens. But you have to try. And a lot of people are scared to try because they're scared to fail in front of the world and social media.
Come on now.
You know what? Sometimes you can just do it by yourself. Like,
you don't
take your
broadcast
L's take your L's alone. Like, you don't have to broadcast that you started a business. Like, start the business and see how it goes.
And then be
like, okay, I'm making money. Let me post it.
Yeah.
It's okay to just keep it low key for a little while. Like,
that is a lost art.
You don't have to broadcast it as soon as you start. Like, I'm starting tomorrow. I'm starting this business. Are you
y'all about to be sick? Like,
and then where's it at?
No.
Then you said all this. Now you look stupid. Now no one's trusting you.
Exactly.
For when you do find what you want to do, and now when you do it, they're not going to trust you. You're going to be like, here's
she's
another.
Here's
another phase. Yeah, here's another phase.
It's the seventh business in 2 months,
and that's what I always see. And like, I love when I see someone like posting like, "Oh, I'm gonna start a business," and I'm like so hyped. I start following them. I'm like, "Okay, like, what are you gonna do?" And then like, it just fizzles out.
Yeah. It doesn't go anywhere.
And I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened?
Like,
I wasn't making any money, but you know what? You're not going to be making any money. So don't think that in your first year you're going to be making money.
You're not. You're building. You're learning, and you're growing.
This isn't that first, what is the statistic? First 1 to 3 years typically aren't making money in like.
Businesses typically don't make money for the first like 1 to 6 years.
1 to 6 years.
Depending on the business, I assume.
Yeah, depending on the business. So, like with me, I was blessed because I found a business that no one was really doing at the time. So if you find and start something that no one's doing, you're going to like
find the niche.
Find a niche. Because that's what it is. It's like finding that sweet spot within anything. Like there's so many things out here. But if you find something that no one's doing, you're going to kill it. And then you're going to start a whole new trend. And you're gonna make so much more money in that moment. If you jump on a bandwagon, it's gonna be harder because you have to filter it through.
Yep.
You know.
And then again,
so many options. Yeah.
Is your heart in it? Because if your heart's not in it, especially with something that's like design and like, you gotta. I could just slap up an arch and be like, okay, cool, $100. But like, if you really want this to flow with everything else that you have and make sense and like be an art installation and a photo opportunity for people, like you really got to pay somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's with anything though.
It is.
Yeah, anything.
It is. If you want it done right, you need to pay for it. Like Ashley said previously, there's some things you just need to get it done, and there are others that you need to just pay for it.
Yes, exactly. You got to know when to categorize and who you're approaching, and have some fucking etiquette. When you're reaching out to businesses or I don't know, hey, podcasts. Be nice when you reach out to people. Like
don't act like we owe you something. Okay,
some of the messages we get, so I can only imagine the messages you get because people are paying you. They feel even more entitled. But like a simple, hey, how are you, just to start off the convo, you're already winning compared to a lot of people.
Compared to a lot. Like, the audacity of folks. Like, wow.
I want to pull up to your show. I'm like, I don't know you, Joe.
I need to be on it. When are you free?
Hi, hello, how are you?
Joe Schmo. Can you introduce yourself? Maybe say you saw a clip or something?
Something.
Like, damn. No, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
The entitlement.
Yeah.
Hey, you make balloons, right? I need you for a part. Like, what? I could just imagine.
Yeah.
What is the crazy message you've received?
Well, the craziest messages that I do get, but they kind of filtered out as my business has grown. But when I first started, is the influencers.
Wanting shit
I'm
for
putting
free.
you on blast.
Wanting it for free.
Ooh. And there's still a couple
Influencers
out
think they
there.
get everything for free.
They do, but not here, sweetie.
Nope.
Like, I'm sorry. Service businesses, all of y'all also need to put some respect on your names.
Period.
And say no to it.
Come on now.
Because, like, honestly, influencers, they don't understand, like, yeah, a lot of these big companies get to send you stuff for free, but they have big, big
big
Right.
company budget.
Yeah.
Big company budget.
Like, and then you come to this small business who's like, you have single moms, people who don't have, like, and you ask them for something for free. It's like, bro, like, we're not the same.
No.
And here's the kicker.
audacity.
They ask for free and say they'll give you the shout outs or the
shout-out.
posts, and then they
As if
never
that's
do
gonna-
it.
Ugh.
They never, or if they do,
Or
they
if
don't
it's gonna
tag.
produce. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Is it really going to produce what you... No, it's not really going to help me.
Not,
It's
and
not
they
a fair
think
trade.
that. So they think like, oh, yeah, I mean, my shout out's going to get you so many. Okay, so that's so cool, but do you know what? Are those going to move into numbers on
The conversion?
like, the conversion rate is not there. It's not, because
Typically, 1% of people will do what you want. them to
yeah, you know, and I've had to shut down a lot of people. Like, no, like, and I still get them here and there. They kind of filter out, thank God, but
Just asking for free shit.
free, like anything. Like, oh, can you just do? And I'm like, why wouldn't you just shout me out anyway?
Right.
Like,
The fuck?
I feel like that's what happened with social media too. Like, the just common courtesy of like shouting out someone who really helped you.
That's
bring
a lost
something
art.
to. It's a lost art, and it sucks. Like,
We shout out so many people for free.
you just do it because it's like
And
it's
will.
gonna come back to you full circle. But
People take that
they
shit
don't-
too seriously.
They're like, well, I'm not posting you. If I gotta pay, then pay. Then I don't care. It's true. I'll post you.
Right.
And I'll just be like, I did this for so and so.
Right.
So that's all I need. Shoot.
Because I did that work, and I'm gonna get my credit whether
Right.
you shout me out or not.
Exactly.
Damn.
So it's just, that's a whole thing. And like, I really want to teach entrepreneurs how to just value themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. Look, it's been kikis and jokes here and there, but she's really dropping gems, and I appreciate you for coming on. We're not done, but I really appreciate you for coming on, because this is just a little appetizer to what you can get with whether you just stop by the blog or inquire about some of the services, the online courses. And I think make sure you tap in, because her resources are legit. I hit up DeAndra for so many things just related to the podcast, like website, girl, I have questions. What are you doing for this? And I think one of the things that you're doing, which is also really dope, that I think more people need to get into, and especially Black women, because let's be real, we're the shit. We're the shit. We're the shit. We're the shit. But affiliate and like your blog content. So how did that start, and kind of what got you to start doing that?
I was just trying to figure out how I can monetize my blog. So just I started looking into it, and people were like, "Oh, try affiliate linking." And
what is that for people who don't know?
Affiliate linking is basically a brand. They obviously sell something. Like, okay, let's just go with can we say brand names?
Yeah.
So like Amazon. So they have an affiliate program, and you can make a storefront. And so since they're selling products on their platform, if you share it to your subscribers or your blog readers, they can go in there, and if they click on the product and buy it, you get a percentage of it. So a lot of companies have this, like programs. If you take a course, you can look up and see if they have an affiliate link, and you can get a percentage of that. So it
Easy
does
money.
generate extra income,
Right.
just to have, and you just set
You're
up your little
already buying it
PayPal
anyways.
account, and then it just gets deposited in there. So I think it's just an easy way to make just some side money. You can get some really big affiliates and kill it. Like people are making like money, like $10,000 a month just on
Even
affiliate
micro
linking.
influencers who are doing it with just like, that would be considered like what, in 20,000 and below type followers. They're making money with these links. Like
the links is where it's at. Like just finding them, and then all you have to do is any website, go to the very bottom of the website, and then you'll see a little thing that says like under careers or something.
Yeah,
yeah, it says affiliate. Just click on that and then sign up. That's it.
there you go.
That's it.
DeAndra's putting y'all on right now. Okay,
to the game, bro.
Period.
And obviously, there's work that comes with that, right? You need to either get that out to your Instagram following, your TikTok following, whatever you have, your blog, whatever that is. But it's money out there, and it's just about how you gonna find it. And if you're gonna do the little bit of work, take a weekend and fill out all those affiliate forms and start really going for it. The Amazon storefronts is what I'm really seeing right now, and you know the fashion girls are doing it, and they're doing the cute little TikToks and the reels, and they're making it. And I know that, like you were saying, you can make some good money off of that.
It's really good. I mean, honestly, the percentages are getting a little lower just because it's getting saturated, but it's fine. Like, don't base your whole life on like
it's extra money.
Yeah, it's just passive income.
Base your whole life
Don't
on
be like
Amazon
This isn't
storefront.
the end all be all, guys.
I gotta make it. Like
Right.
no.
These affiliate links, they gonna get me by.
I'm on my 17th one.
Yeah, because also you want to seem like authentic. You don't
Yeah.
want
Right.
to seem like I know some
You're
people
constantly
who,
selling.
Can't love everything.
yeah, they're selling everything. Like I don't want my like, especially on Instagram. Like I wouldn't want like every post like
Constantly
buy
selling.
this,
Yeah.
buy that, and it's like,
Facts.
bruh,
I can't stand that.
that's so annoying.
It's so annoying. You're constantly trying to sell me something and feed me something, shove it down my throat. Like,
Yeah.
let's see who you are a little bit too, and then like mix it in.
Right, and there's a way to do it. It's just a classy way too.
Yeah.
If you just like wear it or something like that, and just maybe you can post a link.
Yeah.
Just post it to the side,
Yeah.
but don't, go to this, go to that. Like that stuff.
too much.
It's
Right.
too much.
Right.
So just keep
Because
it
it's
classy.
saturated. Like
Yeah.
you said.
Keep it classy. Keep it
classy
cute,
and cute.
please.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, I know you told us that you want to now start your courses for entrepreneurs, just in general, becoming entrepreneurs. But what else can you tell us is next for Party Shop Av and DeAndra Jalisa?
So for Party Shop, pretty soon we're gonna have like in-person classes where you get to come and get to meet me,
like a workshop.
like a workshop.
Okay.
And it's gonna be probably like a 2-day thing because it's a lot to, grasp onto.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah. So I will probably be having like the first day where you'll learn business, all the back end, how to run it so you have a seamless business. And then the second day, we're going to be all hands on deck with balloons. So you learn different designs, troubleshooting, things like that. Like there's a lot of things that happened.
Yeah, other than balloons just dying, like straight up popping because of heat.
like,
What are some of the things that...
I have to tell the story to everyone because I cannot believe it happened.
Please do. Story time with DeAndra.
I remember there was this one day we did this party in Hidden Hills.
Okay.
And it was like so windy. I was like, oh man, because the wind is not my friend. Like
No,
when I feel wind when I walk out, I'm like, it's gonna be a bad day.
Said these Santa Annas.
Because honestly, it's gonna be a bad day. Like it's like nothing we can do about it.
No, you can't do
Like,
nothing.
nothing. And so we went, and it was just a disaster. Like I was just like,
From the start.
okay, like God, like I would just, and I pray to God like all the time I'm doing balloons. Like I'm always praying because I'm like,
Come on now.
He's control of the
he
weather.
controls the
Duh.
weather. I'm like, bruh, just keep it here till I leave at least.
Right.
Let me
Till I
just
leave.
like, till I
Because if it
Yeah.
start acting up while I'm here, I gotta fix it. Right. I see how you work.
So I was like, okay, like we had to do so many installs at this party in this backyard, and so they had like one of those arch frames, and we put the balloons up.
Oh, no.
Girl, I went inside, that balloon flew away. The whole garland flew away.
No.
It was like a 8-foot garland was in the air, and I was like,
How long that took.
I would have been sick.
DeAndra.
I was like, well, we ain't doing that again.
Period.
I was like, we gonna
improvise.
Yeah,
We gonna put a bunch here. We gonna put a bunch here, and here's one big one on a stick.
Oh,
It
did you
flew
throw up in your
away.
mouth?
I did. I just could. I was honestly just laughing in shock because honestly, too, I was mad. I was about to go cuss him out because he put it in the universe. There was this caterer. He was like, I went to this party like 2 weeks ago, and the balloons flew away.
Why would you say
Why
that?
would you tell
And we were all listening like, okay, anyway. And then 10 minutes later, the balloons flew away. I was like, this is your fault.
Right.
Because you put this out here. Because none of my balloons have ever, I've been doing this for 5 years. And none of my balloons have flown away like that.
Oh, say less.
5 years. Period.
5 years.
Damn.
Okay.
And one fly away. One
Fuck.
flew the
Oh, that
coop.
pissed you
So,
off.
like, the fact that it was the entire garland, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
the
like,
It
whole
was just a big
thing.
string.
the big insulation flew in the
No.
hills to the next door neighbor's backyard.
Oh my God.
Girl,
And
it
them
was
yards
gone.
are big. It was gone.
Gone. It was gone.
Too funny. I would have been devastated.
I was, because I was like, because I had another party. Like, the way I line up my parties are, like, I put, like, either an hour and a half, depending on what I'm doing, or an hour or 2 hours. Like, just depends on what it is. So I already knew my time slot for this party was, like, 2 hours. So I was like, okay. But I had a party right after, and I had to drive to, like, Sherman Oaks or something like that. So it was, like, making me late, and I was like, I'm only going to have, like, 10 minutes to do this next party. Like, it was just a bad day.
Oof,
Bad
that
day.
domino
tough.
effect.
It was the
tough.
domino effect.
Jeez Louise, man.
But you troubleshooted. You thought of a solution, and you came out on top.
Yeah. We worked it
Love
out.
to see it.
We
Love to
worked
see
it
it.
out.
Stand
Stand up.
You got to learn how
You
to
have
say
learn
no.
how to say
your
no and
chest.
smile at the same time.
There you go.
And
Confidently.
yeah, you have to know how to do it. And it's so funny, when I was a wedding planner, you have to be very aggressive, but in a nice way.
nice way.
Because you're trying to get these drunk guests to go to where you want them to go, and this
Right.
and this and that.
And the
it's
temperamental bride.
And the mother-in-law who thinks she knows everything.
Yeah, you have to deal with so many personalities. So working in that actually has helped me so much, because I've learned how to say no with a smile. Like, no. Like, it's not happening.
Look
Do it
at
for
the
the camera.
No. And you're just like,
No.
okay, like, because it's just like, what else are you gonna do? And I remember this guy, he was like, you know, you're really good at your job, because you just told me no with a smile on your face.
Right.
He's like, and I'm accepting it. I was like, I know. No move. Go.
Now let me finish.
So you just have to learn with, especially in this industry, just still be friendly, lighthearted, and all that stuff, but stand your ground.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Service industry, period. I think that's
Yes.
keys.
Yeah.
That's keys. Because service, hospitality, whatever, I work in that too. And you need to stand on it. Whatever the rules are, whatever you decide it is, stand on that. Because the minute you let it slide or slip up, everyone's going to come around and think they can do it too.
Right.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
Procedure.
Period.
Period.
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Right. There
Thank
you go,
you.
Ashley. She got it on point.
Unfortunately,
you.
no.
And
Oh,
it's the head tilt too.
Yeah.
yes. That's the,
Oh. Oh, no. I wish we could.
Oh,
unfortunately.
I'd hate
That's
to
my-
tell you no,
Unfortunately,
but
no.
That
I
is
know.
my favorite word.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately.
Because it sure is unfortunate.
it is.
You thought it wasn't?
Oh, devastated. I would love to, but unfortunately,
I am
I'm
unable.
not building that again.
Right.
I am unable.
So you said during quarantine, you've had some crazy birthday. What was the craziest birthday or event, let's say, that you've set up balloons for, and just the whole thing? You're like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe somebody is putting this together.
So there's two sides. So I had one where when I do like a kid's birthday party, and they're like 1 year old, and actually let's go to, I did this third birthday party.
Okay.
I love this family, but they go crazy.
What?
Literally
the
got rented an airplane hangar.
Ma'am. For the 3-year-old?
3. So it's called Marley Con. And so she has like this.
I've seen this.
They're so cute. I love them, but they go all out. Like, it's crazy.
The whole
like,
hangar?
The whole like they take all the airplanes out. When I did the walkthrough, there was a bunch of airplanes. When I came in, there was no airplanes, and then we just made her.
First of all, how much is that for you to clear out an airplane hangar? Where did the airplanes go?
they go
Because this is where they
outside.
live.
They were outside chilling. Now they take them outside.
Okay.
But she had made her own city. So
Oh
it was
my
like, we had like a
gosh.
New York Central Park. We had a bunch of storefronts. And we just did like so many balloons. Like, it was crazy. She had
Wow, I'm
a Ferris wheel, like a
impressed.
big Ferris wheel came.
What?
She had all of the circus games, all that. She had the people on stilts, like
Jesus.
Oh, this is lit.
For a
and
3-year-old.
Is this a Kardashian child?
This is a better birthday than I've
Right.
ever had.
You would think so,
like, for
but
real.
They just have money, but like, it's just and then she has also the whole cast of Sesame Street come out.
Oh my
They have a
God.
whole full production.
Sesame Street are the OGs. They are not cheap.
They have a
Elmo and
production. Elmo and them.
The
all of
real?
them.
The real.
Yeah, they all come out. The cake
Big
was
Bird.
a big. She had a 3-foot or 4-foot Elmo cake.
Real Elmo go, bro.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm thinking. She didn't have the little scraggly.
No, they had the costume like the real ones from like
The show.
the show.
Yeah.
And they had the dancers and the roller skaters. Like it's a full production that they do. Like they practice to come to her birthday.
Oh wow.
There was a rehearsal.
A rehearsal, and then they come while we're decorating.
I
They're
want to be
rehearsing.
this child.
Yeah,
I
they're
want
rehearsing.
to be this child.
So
How many installs did you do then?
Oh
for
my
this fucking
God.
small town.
we did. So we did. The entrance was 2 big trees full of balloons. Like they were like 10-foot trees.
What?
Like big. We filled them up with balloons, and then there was a huge garland in the front of the airplane hangar. Then you walk into there. Then the Central Park, we did a whole like streamer balloon setup in the middle of the park.
Oh my God.
This must have been like a 6-hour gig.
So it took me 2 days. So we had to split it up. So I did like 4 hours one day, 4 hours the next day. So things like that when I have to split up, I kind of just have to figure it all out, the logistics of it.
How did the balloons last?
So it's all indoor.
Okay.
And so we do everything that's indoor the first day.
Okay.
Second day, before everyone arrives, we do outdoor.
Gotcha.
So they can last.
Yeah.
It's like a whole system to it.
And you said you limit the amount of helium you use.
So for those, it's just all air. We do a few like helium balloons with like tassels and stuff like that. But mainly with her, we just do our garlands everywhere.
It's easier.
It's just so much easier.
Is there a reason, and I know we're backtracking a little bit, but is there a reason you don't use helium as much?
Well, so helium is, when you really think about it, it's Party City. Like, you're just blowing up a balloon. You're not doing anything creative with it.
Also, the helium is kind of what elevates it.
It just elevates it.
Yeah,
That's all it does. So you're just...
And if you're tying it to something, you don't need the elevation.
You don't need it. Yeah, that's why with my garlands, it's all air-filled. Helium is only if they want like a jumbo or a balloon bouquet. That's the only time you need helium. And honestly, right now, there's a huge shortage.
Thought so.
So I charge a lot for helium if you want it. So a lot of people don't get them.
They're like, never mind.
Yeah, because it's just a shortage, and they send it to the hospitals and stuff first, and then trickles all the way down to balloons. Balloons is the last on the list.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like,
it's not even worth it.
It's not even worth it. Just get a nice, beautiful garland, and you don't even need the
You'll be
helium.
happy.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, look here, Marley Con. You done took the cake for
She
the
took
most
the cake.
outrageous. I think I saw
Over the top party.
one time. Didn't she have like a Coachella themed one year? You've been doing her parties for a while.
For a while,
right?
yeah.
She had a Coachella.
Well, there's
theme.
only been 3. I mean,
Yeah, she had two. She be having some crazy.
DeAndra's done all of them.
Yeah,
all of her
she-
parties.
Done some crazy parties, and I've worked with some crazy events, but it's been a fun job.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, same.
You have
Me too.
grown and blossomed so much since you first came on the show. And honestly, I seen it then. I see it now. Like,
Thank
and
you.
did. Okay? Period. No, but it's amazing to see you like really becoming a pioneer, if you will, in this industry, and really like trailblazing your way through and laying the groundwork for everybody else. It's
Exactly.
awesome.
Keeping the door open for the next
Yes.
people to come in. I think that's what's really dope. You
Yeah,
want to
thank
share your
you.
information and your hiccups and the balloons flying away and everything you've learned in the process. You want to share it with someone else so that they can
Grow, because honestly, I wish I had it.
Right.
You know,
come on now.
because when I first started, a lot of people were like so selfish, like, oh no, this is me, like this is my idea. I'm not helping. And a lot of people in the industry they're like that. They don't want to help. They don't want to. They just want to grow their business, which is cool and all. But for me, I'm different. Like, I know every balloon company out here. I talk to them all.
Right.
I'm cool with them all. And honestly, I have a system now. So I have where if I can't do the job, I have a whole list of vendors I send you right away.
Yep. That's awesome.
So
people do not do that.
No, and that's why everyone's shocked when they see that. They're like, I can't believe this was your response. Like, you sent me like a whole list of other people I can go to because I can't go to you. Like,
Right.
it is unfortunate,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? But still, these girls are
Unfortunate.
It is. I'm sorry. But no, and I feel like a lot of other people should do that and not try to just take everything it's about me and just send them on their way. How about you send them to like one of your friends who does the same thing and then let them make that money.
Exactly.
It's like recycle. Like,
Yeah.
let's
It
just
all
do
goes
it.
around.
Yeah.
Wish
So-
everyone had that mindset.
Yeah, people do
This
not
is
have-
why your family have come through,
That's
because
right.
we all have this mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah. Each one teach one.
Right.
If
There
I
you
get
go.
paid, you get paid. If I
Right.
can't do it, I want you to do it
Right.
because you're going to service that person like I would.
Exactly. And that's how it works.
Ta-da. You heard it here first. Tell the people one more time where they can find you and get at Party Shop Avenue if they're interested.
Okay, so my personal Instagram is DeAndra Jalisa. And if you want to go on my blog at DeAndraJalisa.com. And then for my business, Party Shop Avenue or PartyShopAvenue.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Follow
stop
up.
by the blog and get all of the business information if you're thinking about starting any business. I'm sure there's something there that can help.
Yep.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yay.
Well, you know you're always welcome to come back.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely
Anytime.
come back.
And it better
Anytime.
not take you as long as
Yeah.
next
No,
time.
it'll be quick. Like, let's see what's gonna happen in the next 6 months, and then
Let's
see, because I feel
circle
like
back.
there's gonna be some stuff happening.
Yep. Yep.
so-
Yay.
Circle back,
6 months,
baby.
it's a date. It's a date.
Yeah.
It's a date.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we can come to DeAndra's home front next time.
Maybe.
That would be super fun. Do a little
On location.
On location with DeAndra.
Oh yeah, and I have a whole little cute setup. So
Oh,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would love to
We're
do
going to
that.
do it.
If
It's
we're
in
welcome.
the books.
Yes.
It's happening.
You are welcome.
Yay.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this week's episode. If you like what you've seen,
Then go ahead and come on over to Come Through, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, let us know what you think, interact, and tune in every Thursday.
that's right. Till next time.